Hi, this is Oriel with O Customs. Thank you for joining me doing some crafting with O time. We are going to be doing custom Skittles and or fruit snack wrappers, depending on which one you want to make. It is the same template for both designs. So if you don't have a design template already from Etsy, please feel free to go to my site, www.ocustoms.com. You can click on this template right here, add it to your cart, and download it. So when you download it, you will get a link, and in that link, it is a PDF format. Let me click on that there, and it will take you to this. Thank you for your purchase, and you're going to click here, and then it's going to take you there. It's going to say open in editor. So as you open it in your editor, it's going to open up Canva for you. So as you can see, it opened up Canva. Here is your design. A few different templates that you can use. Some of them are easier than others to use, but we're going to start off here, and like I said in the directions, to please duplicate. We're going to start off with the 2-page one. Personally, I like to highlight and just basically, I usually end up deleting it, so you can ungroup it like this. You're going to put your main design here. As you can see, I ungrouped this, right? So what I'll do is, for me, most of the time, I'll start like this, just so I can get a feel for it. You can also, if you have a full project design already, you can kind of post it up in there. That's a personal preference. So for me, sometimes I'll do like this. Let me see. Let me undo this real quick so you guys can just see. So we're going to be designing the Disney princess, and we're going to try to get both of them done super fast today. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to delete where it says, oh, put your main design. Okay, let's come over here, and we're going to delete that. So we know that that is a purplish color. Let me go back because I love to move stuff, it seems like. And you can leave all this other writing there until you actually hit that part where you're going to do it. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the elements. Okay, and I'm going to look for, we don't want to go there. We want to use a purple background. Because I did this a while ago, I actually have to search for one that looks very similar. So, because I'm not really sure which one it is. I could not tell you, but we're still going to make it look pretty. That one's definitely not. I don't like that one. Oh, I think this one's kind of pretty, but it might be too dark. So, let's go like a purple ombre or something. Like, that's where I'm thinking my mind probably went, because I tend to like ombres. So we're gonna go with this one for right now. Let's just go with this one, okay? So you have the different tones of purple, maybe. It's still gonna look good no matter what, okay? So you can take this and kind of shape it to right there, okay? Now we're gonna send this all the way to the back. Now, you see this one here? You see I just dragged this? You click on that center one, go right here, okay? You see that? And now we can delete it. Why is it does not show me a trash bag? But we're going to delete it. We're going to hit the delete button. Bam. There you go. So for these, honestly, all this came out. Okay? So all of that came out when I did this design. I'm really not liking this. Guys, I'm not liking this one. So we are going to just go with another one. Did you see how I dragged that? Now you can kind of play drag and drop now that you already have something there. That looks too dark. Let me see. I don't know. I just want a really nice purple background. Something that looks more princessy. Okay, you know what? We're going to go with this one for now. Okay? Just for now. We can change it later. Remember that. So now we're going to go to uploads because I already have my stuff uploaded. So I'm going to go to folders. You know, it's wherever you have your stuff uploaded. I use this picture quite actually, and I know it's hard to believe that I use this picture. We're going to size it down. Remember, you drag from the corner. come out. Okay, so let's just get this done. We're going to be just working here. Okay, so you can do this. You see how simple that was? Bam. Okay, so now we're going to just, what holiday's coming up? I don't even know what holiday's coming up right now, to be honest. So let's see. And like I said, I try to have my stuff now that they've made this. So I try to have, we're going to put fruit snack wrapper on there, right? So we're just going to make this smaller. And we're going to come through and do the same thing. Background remover. How easy is this, y'all? Close that up if you want, or you can leave it. Some people leave it. Now, we're going to come here. This looks a little too light. So what we're going to do is, we're going to edit this. Okay? And then we're going to come over here to effects. Outline. Ooh, that's too much. We don't need that much. We don't need that much. We just need a little bit to make it stand out. And we can change the color. It does not have to be black. So I'm going to go with white because I think that that will make a big difference. Hold on. Let's get it there. Okay. So now with the white, if you put that background on it, look how nice that looks. Okay. So that's the one I'm going with. Okay. I like to turn things a little like that. And we're just going to make it a little bit smaller. Because remember, this right here says backup design. And you can look right here on this one, which is another reason why I put this here. You can look on this one and see. Bam. That's how much space you have. Okay. So boom. Now we're going to do this. You know that this is the back. So this is like dead center for it. You can make it a little bit smaller. And you can say happy birthday. You can put whatever you want there. So let's go back over here. But we gonna. Alright, here we go. So happy birthday. I like this one. You can always change the colors up here. But I think this is nice and princess themed. You know, it doesn't even have to have the person's name. But if you want to put the person's name, you put the person's name. So let's add a text box here. Maybe it's Krista. I just came up with that, y'all. Krista. How about that? So sometimes what I do, well, we're not going to talk about that. We're just going to make it bigger real quick. And did we duplicate this page? Yes, we did. So now I want to duplicate this page over here. This is what I do a lot. I usually have a main page that I work and make like my main design first. Let's put that back over here. Delete. So Krista, so you have space over here to kind of work and drag stuff. So if you have a hard time connecting and unconnecting stuff, this will be your spot. So Krista, that's her name. We're going to go. I like this font. I think it's cute. Here's our Disney font right here. This is really elegant. I like that one for that name. So we could put it in pink. We could put it in purple. We could do purple with the pink background outline. A little bit of pink. How's that? That's cute. I like that. But I think it's a little too thick. Okay. And we can even go with another purple. Just so it stands out just a little bit more. So it's almost like, you know, but it'll tie that in. So we're going to change these up. We're just going to go purple. Okay, we're going to mix these up. Okay. Let's hit that purple scale. Okay. That's what we're doing. And as you can see, some of them are too light in the area that they're in. So let's darken it up. Okay. How cute does that look? Okay. We're kind of going with the color scheme here. Happy birthday, Krista. I'm going to make this bigger so y'all can really see what's going on. Because remind you, we only have a limited amount of space to work in. Right? So you can even do like this. Happy birthday. And then put Krista bigger. Because remember, Welch's Fruit Snack is not the star. People just need to know what's in there. Okay? And click on that. We're going to actually straighten this out. Okay? I'm really not liking this print. I'm going back into elements and I need purple background. I'm really, like, I don't know. but I'm not feeling it. I'm trying to rush through this, but oops. That's when that back arrow comes in handy. I don't recall which one I used. It was so long ago. But I'm going to keep just messing with them real quick. And you can, let me try purple gradient. That might could work. No, it's not that one. I don't know what's up with the texture look right now. This one's kind of cute. So we're going to go with this one because it's not going to be an exact match, okay? This one's looking good to me because it's giving pink and purple vibes. Okay, so now we're going to add to the back of your design. Now, for me, you don't always have to put writing on there. You can. But this one, we're going to go with glitter heart. Okay? So, let's put in purple glitter heart too. Ugh. Okay, so now, perfect. I'm loving these. These are cute. These are little. To me, these remind me of a stamp. So, I'm going to kind of just place this right here. Click on that, delete that. Bam. Look at that on the back of there. Because you don't always have to have a barcode and everything. So, for that one, I didn't do that. I just kind of decorated them a little bit. So, you kind of have your area where it's closing over. And it looks really cute. Now, on text, you can write text here. You can say something like, thank you for coming. Coming to birthday. Alright? You don't have to have the person's age on it. You can. It's a choice at the end of the day. Alright, so here we go. So now we're just going to change the font a little bit. We don't want it that, what's the word? So we kind of want to match it. That looks nice. That looks really nice. But we're going to act like we need everyone to be able to read it, okay? So I think I want to go with kind of like a little bubble. Just like a little bubble. Oh, if I can spell bubble, right? Like a little bubble effect. Not too crazy, but just a little bit. I think that kind of goes good. So, boom. There we have it. That's one design done. So when you print this out, leave this up for your reference, but you're going to delete this and delete it. Actually, you can really leave it if you really wanted to, because I've done it where I left it by mistake and it printed just fine. Just know that this edge right here is the edge cut, and glue. So now you can just take this and group it all together. And then you can duplicate it and have two on the page. Okay? And you can have them line up with each other. Perfect. So we have one design done. Okay, so now that you've duplicated it over here, we're going to come back and we're just going to ungroup it. You're going to right click and you're going to hit ungroup. Okay, so this whole thing is now ungrouped, so we can move stuff, as you can see. Let me hit that back arrow to undo that. So now what you're going to do is you're going to click on these hearts, because really this should be upside down. So you're going to click on here, hold the shift button, click, and then up here you see it says group. So we're going to group that together, and now we're going to take this and turn it this way. Okay? So now this becomes about your personal preference and how you want it to look. So you can choose to leave it this way. Okay, let's hit ungroup on this so it's kind of matching. Okay. Shift, and we're going to group it together. I'm going to pull it up here, just the same. And as you can see, those three lines that's going across shows that they're equal to each other. So what we're going to do now is you have a choice to print it upside down or this way, because what's going to happen is you want to make sure that you actually like the way it's being sealed. Sometimes I do them this way, so that way it looks sealed. Sometimes I like it this way. So my advice to you is to print a page with it this way and this way. And then whichever way you decide you like when you actually cut it and fold it, before you do the rest of them, then you would just group this together like that. Group this together like that. And then let's say it's this one you want to delete. You're going to delete this one. And then you're going to come over here and you're going to group this one. And you're going to just hit duplicate on this. You're going to hit duplicate on this, and then you'll print your page like that. Let me just go back real quick, just so you guys can see. Okay. So, okay. So, you're going to drag and group. You're going to drag and group. Okay. So now you have it with the hearts facing upward. Now you have it with the hearts facing downward. So let's say you choose this one. You're going to come over here to this one. You're going to highlight it just like that again. And you're going to hit that delete button. And then you click on this one. Right click and hit duplicate. And then put it there. And then you have your two right there. Same thing if you like the other one. We're going to just walk it backwards. So now what you're going to do is you're going to highlight this one. And you're going to delete it. You're going to come over here, highlight this one. And instead, you're going to hit this button right here and duplicate it and put it over here. And this lines will tell you, okay, these are center of each other. You see those dotted lines? That tells you that they're even with each other. Okay, so now we're going to come over here to print. I hope you guys really find this useful and you like and subscribe to my channel. Okay, so now we're going to go to download. You're going to go to PDF print if you're going to be printing directly, or if you want to save it as a PDF. It does make it easier for printing multiple pages at a time. So you can choose to do it as a PNG as well. It's up to you. I say depending on the project, it's easier to print in PDF. So like if you're printing like fruit snack wrappers plus, I don't know, Rice Krispies wrappers, whatever it is, that you can just print them, kind of download all the pages in the PDF and keep going with printing. So we're going to download here, and then you're going to see it pop up. Okay, here we go. And then you would just go ahead and go print. Okay. And I'm going to transfer paper because that will be the one. And then you would just print it to your whichever printer you have in your printer settings to your type of paper. Okay. So this is how you do it. Again, thank you for hanging out with me and going over this tutorial. If you have any questions, please drop them in the comments. All my links will be in there as well in the description if you have any. If you have any questions, if you want whatever you want to see me do next, please let me know because I'm making these videos for you guys. So it is greatly, greatly appreciated.